Ladies and gentlemen, Bitcoin has a renewed opportunity here. It is currently testing the hurdle of resistance that it needs to break above desperately. All right, I'm being very clear here with my words. This is the hurdle we've been discussing for the last few weeks. It is the center line of this channel formation. It is supported by multiple resistance zones on an indicator basis. Okay, the bull market support band. If we go to the daily chart, we've got the 50 and 200 day SMAs. We'll look into all of that in this video. It's a very, very important level, and this is the opportunity Bitcoin needs here. So fingers crossed for the next couple of days. We're going to be discussing that in this video. We're also going to be looking into the threat we saw yesterday and how that threat has now resolved. Thankfully, it's resolved. So we'll look into all of that today. Before we get into it, just quickly here, the BingX and Bitunix exchanges. If you are looking for a new exchange, look no further. These are both 15% trading fee discounted with my referral links down below for life. On top of that, with the exchanges themselves, I mean, they're both global non-KYC. They've both never been hacked before. They've both got protection funds in case they are hacked. They're both very low in trading fees, very competitive in that regard. And again, with my referral link down below, you're getting even lower trading fees, 15% discount for life. So take your pick there. Both global non-KYC. Use my links down below. Let's get into the content. Now, I'm going to start out this video by saying, and this is what I usually start my videos out by saying, I am macro bullish. I believe we are still in a bull market. But if I am wrong, I love to give invalidation zones because, guys, the market's about adapting. People are wrong all the time. It happens. But if I am wrong, when will I admit that? Well, I would admit that when the yellow lines on the screen are broken, okay? When this line stepping backwards from 2018 is broken, cutting through the price action, retested perfectly. Let's go to the daily candle quickly. I'll show you. Retested perfectly on the daily candle close. There it is where I've circled right now, right? Ignore that mistake there. There it is right there, where this yellow line stepping backwards from October or November 2023 and cutting right across the price action to the low right here. When that is broken and when this weekly chart RSI line, as you can see, coming backwards from 2019, cutting through RSI price action, acting as support and as resistance, okay, on multiple occasions. When all three of those things are broken, as well as the channel itself being broken, which all in all would basically mean if we drop below the most recent low we made, but more likely, I mean, if it was right now, it'd be below 50K or 51K. If all of those things are broken, or at least most of them are broken, that, in my opinion, would be a sign that Bitcoin is totally gone, totally destroyed, and we'd be entering some sort of bearish market environment for an extended period of time. Until that occurs, I'm still hopeful here. I'm hopeful. I'm cautiously optimistic. I'm not just like blanket optimistic. I think there was a lot of unexpected price action in this range. I think there's been a lot of fake outs. There's been a lot of deviations. There's been a lot of uncertainty. There still is a lot of uncertainty, but I can't justify being broadly macro bearish until we actually lose all the structures here. That's my plain opinion. Again, if we lose if we lose the channel itself and one of the lines and we're waiting for this line to break, then we can flip bearish. But the point is none of them are broken right now. And so right now, technically speaking on a macro scale, Bitcoin still has the structures it needs to bounce off of. So cautiously optimistic is my approach right now. I'm not just plain bullish. I'm certainly not bullish on altcoins, right? I'm not touching altcoins right now. I'm not touching them with a 50-foot pole. I've explained this before. Bitcoin dominance is rising. Ethereum BTC is dropping. Altcoins getting demolished. This is not a time to be touching altcoins. And I don't even really think that this is a time to be touching Bitcoin too heavily as well. I've made my stance very clear, right? And let me explain it right now. And this ties into the hurdle I've been discussing. Although I am macro bullish, I'm not heavily invested in the market right now, right? And that might not make sense to you, but let me explain that. We right now are at major resistance, okay? The center line of this channel, let's flip back to the daily chart so you can see just precisely how important this level is. The center line of this channel, we've discussed it many times now, is acting as major resistance for where we are right now. Throughout the last couple of weeks, we have been rejecting from that region solely. That region is not just a resistance zone because of the channel itself. It's a resistance zone because of the 50 and 200 day SMAs, as well as the bull market support band, which are tightly compacted and supporting and bolstering that resistance zone right now. Until Bitcoin clears all three of those indicators, as well as the center line of the channel. So right now that would be clearing around 64.8K or 64K, let's say, right? Until it does that, there's really no reason to be touching the market. We are on top of resistance, right? You do not buy on top of resistance. You wait for resistance to break and then you buy in the uptrend. Right now, we are not in an established uptrend. We are actually in a downtrend, right? Now, obviously, when you're talking about trends, it depends on the time frame you're looking at. But if we're looking at the overall pattern here, the pattern that identifies and signifies this entire range, it is a downtrend pattern. Now, it's a bullish downtrend pattern, right? It's a descending channel formation, but it still is a pattern of lower lows and lower highs, right? You don't necessarily want to be buying within that pattern. You want to be buying when that pattern breaks, right? When the pattern breaks to the upside, confirms a bullish trigger, that's when you buy, or at least, as I said, at 64K, when the indicators that are pressing Bitcoin down right now are broken. Now, why does Bitcoin have an opportunity right now? Well, it has an opportunity because we are testing the hurdle, right? The level we need to break is right here. We are testing it right now. In fact, we tested it. We were right on top of it. We rejected, as you can see, from the center line and the 50-day SMA just a couple of hours ago here. This is the moment. This is Bitcoin's time to shine. It needs to break to the upside here in order to confirm that medium-term bullishness. In yesterday's video, I pointed out a very concerning triangle formation. Just to be clear here, this is the same channel. It's just got all of the horizontal lines that are relevant to the charts here, so it looks a bit more messy. We're zooming in now on the hourly chart on it. We can see we had a big triangle formation as we were filming yesterday's video. So I've got very bad eye allergies today. Apologies for that. As we were filming yesterday's video, we dropped below that channel, okay? And I said very clearly, go back and watch the video. I said very, very clearly when I was filming that video during the breakdown, if Bitcoin manages to hold this green box between 56.5 and 57.8K, I said I will not be bearish. I will believe that breakdown is a fake out. That worked perfectly. We held that green box. We tested it, the top of it. We bounced off of it. We held it. We did not see the volume surge on the breakdown. The volume surge, okay, happened right here on the retest of support, not the breakdown itself. We actually saw a volume surge and increasing in volume as we bounced off the region and saw a volume surge on the break to the upside. Look at that candle right there. That's where the volume surge occurred, on the break to the upside of a triangle. And now we have seen, in hindsight here, it's very clear that was a fake out to the downside. That was not a proper breakdown. As mentioned in yesterday's video, we held that support zone. We did not hence see a bearish trigger, and now we've come back to the upside. This is a golden opportunity. We've literally just come from a perfect retest with a volume surge of our support. This is the chance Bitcoin has to break to the upside here. Same can be said about the total cryptocurrency market cap. Again, testing a very important resistance zone, which is relative to Bitcoin's mid-channel level, Bitcoin's hurdle. Same thing with Ethereum. Again, testing its prior major support zone and a resistance zone from back here, which again is relative to Bitcoin's mid-channel hurdle. All of these charts are connected right now, and they are all saying one single thing. Bitcoin has a chance here, right? Bitcoin, in order to become safe again, in order to become something we want to touch again, in order for this market to gain actual strength again after this retest, this brutal retest of the bottom of the channel, we need to break upwards here. There's no if, buts, and ands about it. That is the simple reality. So ladies and gentlemen, that was a quick update. I don't feel the need to drag this out any longer. Now that we've gotten through the content, I'll obviously update you on tomorrow. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel by doing that. Hit the notification bell as well. Check out our exchanges. Again, BingX and Bitunix, 15% trading fee discounts below. Both are global non-KYC, never been hacked before. Use those links, get on good exchanges. We've also got, and this is important to people who want to get a more active participation within this community and get altcoin trading signals from myself. I post altcoin trading signals 4 times a week on my VIP group on Telegram. You're also getting access to a 24/7 group chat discussion with 115 other paying VIP members, an exclusive community on Telegram. That's what you want to get into if you're interested in that. It's been discounted recently, so check out all the information on Telegram. The links are down below. And finally, the last thing I'll mention is the Crypto Academy's Become a Trader 10-unit course, which is currently on sale. You can check out all the information. If you want to learn how to trade, you want to learn TA, learn how to do what I do in this video, what I did in this video, you can do so by going through that course content. The information's on the website below. Guys, thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Appreciate it. Have a good one.